Alrighty. So, we're going to go over this Kings Row game. I think it's going to be a very
Mhm.
perfect one to take a look at because
Mhm.
they were going hyper aggressive comp, right? So far,
Mhm.
we've kind of started to get a hang of what it means for us to be aggressive. We're trying to set up dives, that sort of thing. But when they're playing hyper aggro, like with the ball, for example, there's a lot of decisions on in the moment you have to make about who you're looking at uh, in order to properly like stop them. So
Oh, are you streaming on the Discord right now?
yeah, I am. Do you see it?
Uh, Let me go on to it. Okay. So yeah, I don't need to watch the stream on my. I can on my PlayStation. Okay.
Alrighty. So initially on the rollout, the first thing I do is I notice these guys are set up right, and as Diva, that's very free for me to like push them out. Actually, let's go. So that's the first thing I do. Um, I don't know if you guys have ever seen this before. I just want you guys to see it so that you know that this is possible. Um, Especially if we're expecting them on ball. This is the sort of thing you have to be looking out for. Is them being set up in weird spots like this. Literally, I just want you to look at this. Like that's all you guys need to do. So just know that that can happen. Um, so I'm forcing out this Pharah, which is already putting her to half HP and forcing her back. Uh, so you're gonna be a little bit of a guinea pig for us today because you're the only one who showed up to the VOD review smile. Uh,
Alrighty.
so with the Honest, how do you think we want to play? What does
With
Anna
the
like to
Ana,
do? Yeah. What does Anna like to do? What's her whole thing?
Ana, be able to anti-sleep people, and also be able to heal from a distance.
Right. And what does she need in order to do that effectively? Can she get sleeps and nades from here?
No.
So we want to get. What do we want then?
Her to be able to take angles where she has a good vision of a good line of sight.
Yes. And where do you think would be a good line of sight that we can take here?
The high ground on top of like the little shop area would be good, but it looks like it's a bit
Shop area?
contested.
We're
Or
talking
is
about
that Bar
this.
Reaper?
What is
Yeah,
shop
that.
area? This.
Yeah.
It's a bit passive. Because we're trying to take point here, right? Look at her. This is her POV of point. She can kind of heal, but it's really far back. And if we're playing point,
Mm-hmm.
what does Ball want to do when she's playing back there?
Dive. Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna go for an engagement on her when she's playing this far back. So we want her to be taking what kind of positions could she be taking then? If she could have any position on this map for first point to take, what would she want?
Oh, the little high ground over like the behind that little alleyway, like take a right past like the little gates and then
Yeah.
go forward up that high ground. Yep, that one.
Yep. This is a great first start to get your Ana up here. Because
Mm-hmm.
something we're going to be seeing a lot of is these enemy team is going to be taking angles on us, right? And so when we set up our Ana in positions where she's not only safe but she can't get angled, right? Like that's going to be our power position, right? So we should be as a comp thinking entirely as a team about how we want to set up our Ana here, because she's so important and she's so
Mm-hmm.
slow. She can't really set herself up. We have to help her. So uh, first thing I do is force this fair out, and I want you to notice when you're watching where is our Ana, right? Because our Ana decides what
Mm-hmm.
she
I have to go
decides.
up to the high ground.
Yeah, well I know, but like what does she decide what we can do? Like I guess I just kind of answered it. She decides where she is positioned determines what we can do. We cannot do anything
Mm-hmm.
without her, or at least we can't do
Right.
anything hyper aggressive without her. I'm sort of doing this action because it's kind of free because of how they're positioned. Because I kind of forced them out with only taking a very small amount of damage, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
forcing the venture out. But notice our Ana right here. Notice this. Doom is a smart
Mm-hmm.
player. He knows that they want to go after him, right? He's trying to take this position,
Mm-hmm.
but
Right.
uh, what does he need from you? You're the one who's here. What does he need from you?
Speed boost would have been great, so that way he could have gotten up to position a lot faster, rather than leaving us without a main healer for solid a few seconds there.
Correct. And if they decide to punish our setup and go for an engagement on our Ana, you'd be
Hmm.
there to peel and boop, right? So you as
Hmm.
Lucio should really be babysitting our Ana in this scenario.
Hmm.
Because
Right.
realistically, what else are you going to do? All of the other characters have the mobility and the range to sort of either avoid you or excuse me,
Mm.
uh, either avoid you or just like outright take the duel, right? Because Fair
Hmm.
is going to be in the air shooting at you with a mercy pocket. Venture is it's hard for you to get close, so you can kind of pepper her, right?
Hmm.
So there's nothing you can really do alone. And honestly, this kind of goes similar for Reaper. Like what we really want to avoid against the Wrecking Ball is playing split apart because when we talk about poke dive brawl, whenever we're
Hmm.
isolated, they can if they recognize this, they can go for a slam, they can go for an engagement, right? They can force resources out, and that's something we're going to be watching. Oh my gosh! Apparently, I need water. Yeah. Okay. I don't know why. I need water real bad. Hold on.
Don't worry about it.
Wait.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah.
I got water. Okay. Okay. And literally, as I say it, their ball has taken an opportunity, right?
Hmm.
Crispy should notice that like he's getting slammed here, which, to be honest, is not like the worst trade for our Reaper, right? Because
Hmm.
he has lifesteal, and there's no one else here. Uh, so if anything, Crispy is actually kind of successfully baiting the ball here. But there is one
Hmm.
problem with how we get with this specifically is like it's all right to play here, but the problem is this Wraith form.
Oh.
Why
Hmm.
why does he need to Wraith this? What threat is there? The Pharah got forced back super early by me, right? There's no Pharah here. We know that for sure. And the Venture was playing in this corner who also got forced back by me, right? The entire team
Hmm.
got forced back. There's no reason he should Wraith form this. And the reason this is really bad is because we turned a bad engagement from them, which is Reaper's gonna shoot him in lifesteal. Like you have lifesteal, you have shotguns. If he takes this engagement,
Hmm.
he loses on this engage, right? Um,
Hmm.
so he's gonna trade favorably, force out the ball, and we're gonna be able to push more aggressively and take space more aggressively because we forced the ball out. But because he used Wraith form, that's a let's see, how long is this cooldown?
8 or 12 seconds, I think.
8 seconds.
8. Yep.
Not only did he use an 8 second cooldown, he backed up with it. So
Mm.
now we're even he's in an even worse position with this Wraith form, right?
Hmm.
Um, where I honestly think he could have just kept this held his ground here. So like
Hmm.
that's like step number one into us falling into disaster here because we really desperately need to take space. The moment that the ball is forced out, right? Because the ball is gonna go for a slam. He's not gonna get a kill. He shouldn't get a kill. We shouldn't get a
Hmm.
kill. He will get forced out. But once he's
Hmm.
forced out, he's forced to like go back to his team. Look, he's got a Baptiste. He can't even get healed from afar, right? So he either has to
Hmm.
go to his supports or he has to go get this mega. That's gonna take time. And during that time,
Hmm.
what do we want to do?
Move the Yana to the height ground that we were talking about.
Right.
Hmm.
So this is very, very, very important for us to do on this comp. And
Hmm.
notice that like the ball has no armor. He can't go in right now. And look what we're doing. We're flat-footed, getting slammed again. And
Hmm.
so like you kind of get isolated and slammed and take damage because guess what? No one's playing for Arana. Like you
Hmm.
in this specific situation, right? That's what's really important here. Uh, into what they're playing. Yeah. So now that once we get forced out, poor Doom is like, "Hey guys, I made the rotation. Where are you?" Everyone got forced out because everyone was busy, not really getting value, like getting slammed by ball. So like, how do you not get? In your opinion, what should we do to not get forced out by ball?
Uh. Hmm.
It has something to do. It's like the inverse of like doing this, right? What were we doing that was getting us forced out?
Oh. Just stick together because we were like being really spacious a lot, and that like really like spread out.
Right, stick
So
together, but like, how is the ball actually getting us? Right. Notice his engagement earlier here. Right. He
Mhm.
first he went for a slam on Reaper. Right. And he actually goes for a
Mhm.
second slam. Let's watch it. Right.
Mhm.
Look at this. He swings in. He's going for a new like very slight slams. He's taking a lot of damage. Right. You go for this boop, but
Mhm.
that doesn't do anything. Right.
Mhm.
Um, if you want to boop a ball, how do you do it? By the way, as Lucio.
Um, well, you can't really do it um do like during the frames that he's like slamming down, so you have to do it either really early on, which if they're good at like ball tech doesn't really help much, or you have to do it like while they're on the ground, which doesn't
Actually,
really help you
actually,
much.
so booping really early on before the slam can be good, but um, he can be booped while he's pile driving. You know that, right? You actually did it. You
Really?
actually booped him while he's pile driving. Actually, watch this interaction again.
Like while he's like falling down or like
Yep,
while he's just spinning
yep,
around?
yep. Both.
Oh wow.
Look, you booped him up. But
Oh,
what good does
well.
that do, right?
Yeah.
That's the only direction that doesn't matter on the boop.
Mhm.
And props to our opponent, right? He was going for the slam at a high enough angle that it was hard for you to get that boop to boop him
Mhm.
away. Uh, but there's another problem here, which is why was he able to get the slam on you?
I went out of position.
Right, you're just playing in the middle of the open on the floor, and
Mhm.
that's really the crux of the issue for you specifically. And I think it's not just you.
Mhm.
I think Cappy also gets slammed going walking mid. So like when you have your verticality, you should really be using it. So like
Mhm.
notice my instinct here is I land on this, right? I land on this little high ground
Mhm.
because I can't get booped from him randomly rolling through. Not as easily, right?
Mhm.
And even you're kind of on this high ground a little bit too, but you end up this is for one pretty aggressive, right? Pretty
Mhm.
aggressive. No one's ready to engage on this, and then you drop back down. I know you're not necessarily like used to Lucio wall riding, but this is where
Mhm.
if you were curious, a situation where wall riding is really important, this would be one example. Because
Mhm.
you really don't want to get slammed, you really don't want to get booped. Because imagine you were playing right here, right, and then you drop down, and then for some reason randomly the ball comes swinging in from behind, and then you get booped into the team. You're just dead.
Mhm.
So in this scenario, I actually go for a play to try and force the ball out even harder, to force them to take even more damage with a boop and some damage.
Mhm.
Um, particularly because his supports and his entire team is back here. But we're still on the flat foot here. So and look, oh, it literally happens too. You get booped from
Mhm.
the side. If you were playing slightly higher, that it would have been a little better. It's okay. You don't
Mhm.
lose or anything here from that. But then you kind of walk into his slam again, not watching his movements, which is hard. It's hard to do that, but something to know. So now at this point we're already like super flat-footed because I went for a pressure cycle, and it wasn't terrible, but our Ana has been unable to heal me because everyone else is taking damage, and because of that, I can't stop these guys as much as we want, and it's snowballing really hard now, right? The ball team
Mhm.
is starting to get what they want here because we don't know what we want.
Mhm.
Um, and so, yeah. Let's see, how did Cappy get low? So Cappy's right here. This is all right. He eats a rocket from the Pharah. Yeah, this is a bit aggressive, I would say, with the Pharah there.
Mhm.
And as for Cappy as well, I would also recommend him try to use his verticality, especially against like the Pharah as well in the venture, because it's a lot harder for them to hit you, Cappy, um when you're in the air, because they have projectiles that splash, right? So if you're playing on the ground, it's just like choo choo, I'm peeking this angle, damaging you, right? But then
Mhm.
if you're like, I wall climb up here, now I'm up on top on this little high ground, and I'm using this, right? And then you can wall climb this to get even higher, and then if you want, you can like jump to get across, I think, to get to like this high ground, right? And so you can use this to like force out the Venture, who's super aggressive, because the Venture who's standing here now has to hit a Genji jumping like this, right?
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
very important to utilize that mobility in these matchups. Um,
Mhm.
And then so he gets forced out with some rockets. He deflects just because he panics, right? And then he gets splashed again by something else, and now he's like just really low. And everyone's just eating like a bunch of chip damage, right? It's a bunch of small mistakes that everyone's making with their pathing and their movement that's forcing us to like just completely lose this. Now, here we get a punish on their Pharah, which is really nice for us, but we're still down and we're still split. Look, Crispy is split again from the backline, and he's using Wraith form again. This is really bad for us. We need to make sure that we're on the same page. Like, I notice that I have, in the middle of the fight, taken the time to make sure that Doom is okay and to take this rotation with him. And we finally get this high ground, but it's after like an entire minute, and people have died just to make this rotation. That should not be happening. We should be playing a lot more for each other. And then like the ball is taking another split duel, right? This is what ball does. He takes duels with people who are isolated and split. And so it's on all of us. It's on me, it's on Doom to turn back, and it's on Cappy to be like, guys, ball behind, ball behind, ball behind, ball behind. Because if he gets one heal here, the ball is forced out. One heal. One heal, the ball is forced. But without it, he could die here, and honestly he probably does. Yeah, because he goes for a slam. And he's dead. Yep, there it is. So at this point, we're getting slammed again. Doom is walking when he shouldn't, and because the Tracer's behind, and there's nothing. Because by the time we finally get back to him to do anything, it's way too late.
Nerf this.
So now it's just chaos. Ball is just gonna do things.
I'd be way too aggressive recently.
I mean, it's not necessarily your fault. It's kind of a team thing. Like, is that Doom, by the way? I couldn't tell because of the microphone.
Yes.
It's Doom, yep.
Honestly, I don't think you were playing that bad, in general. It's just there was not too much you could have really done, given that everyone's just getting forced out and randomly dying. So yes, anticipate, don't react, right? When we're playing against better teams, they're going to be putting that pressure on us. That's kind of what Ball does, right? He goes for these engagements and he says, "What are you gonna force? What are you gonna use on this engagement, huh? Are you gonna nade? Are you gonna sleep? Are you gonna?" And he's trying to toe the line between not really committing, where he's not necessarily gonna get the kill, but he's trying to see and bait you into using things and getting hit by him. And if he happens to get value, then it's really tough for us, right? So we force out immortality. The ball's still low HP. The Tracer's on high ground, and she kills. Wait, how did we get anti? Wait, what? Oh, wow. What a nade. Wait, look at this.
Oh,
You're fine.
Stay near the immortality.
Yeah.
No
nice.
recovery.
Wow.
And this happens because we're getting forced out so hard by this ball alone that the backline feels no pressure, that they feel like they can aggressively walk up this far. Like the Tracer set up again, right? Notice how they're not giving us a single moment to rest, because we're not giving them a single moment to stop and consider and think about what they're doing. So they just keep pushing this. And here you are again, still away from your Ana, right? And the Tracer's above here, probably about to go kill someone. Yep, there she is. So this is a bit of an awareness thing. Kind of difficult. Really try, when we're playing against like these Ball Tracer Venture comps, this is another thing I wanted to be talking about during this VOD, is what are they going to do? They're going to take angles, right? Because when we're sitting right here, if the Tracer's playing right here, and the Venture's playing right here, and the ball comes in from main and slams them, what happens? Damage comes in this way, Tracer blinks in, damage comes in this way. Like, the burrow comes in, they're just doing a bunch of damage, hitting their cooldowns. So, like, if we, before walking up, we really, realistically need to know where their angles are. If you don't know where the Tracer is, if you don't know where the Venture is, it's hard for us to even do anything in the first place. And that's something that we should all be thinking about, is, like, where are the enemies? Because here, the Tracer is, like, single-handedly taking duels because we're thinking she's in the back line, but then, like, she's taking these duels these 1v1s, basically, right? And then once the Tracer forces all his HP and his deflect, she's like, alright, this guy's not gonna do anything anymore, let's go back on the front line. Although, Looks like I've managed to squeeze out some kills here.
Mustang.
And thankfully, thankfully we guys, we're stuck together here now, finally. Except we're on point. Which means Ball is continuously going to be slamming and booping us. Not your job to be on point. But we managed to barely squeeze it out in a very chaotic fight, but it does not have to be this chaotic. So this second point is going to be even more important in terms of looking at the angles that the enemies are taking. So if the enemies are trying to take an angle, what should we do?
Try to find ways to stay out of that angle or to catch them by surprise by flanking them.
Yeah, those are your two options basically, and it doesn't necessarily. You can catch them by surprise. You literally just standing there. Like if, for example, if a Tracer's trying to come down this alleyway, if you're like playing Cassidy, you just peek this once and headshot her, she's done. You don't have to do anything else. Or even a, I mean, so granted there is the Mega here, so it is not completely done, but that's your cue to like go look at another angle. It's like pointing. So let's start looking at exactly how they start taking these angles. So this is actually, I would actually argue we're playing good here in this scenario, because look at this. We're playing in a small room. They can't take angles on us. They're trying to engage us, but we have heals and we have defense matrix that's the size of the actual roof. Right?
Excavation initiation.
A little sus now that
This-
it's ulted, but we really shouldn't die here. Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
So in terms of micro for you, how do you think you could have not died here? There's two things you could have done.
Excavation initiation.
I feel as
Notice
if
how
I
you
used
take
my
damage.
heal amp too early,
You didn't
and I
even heal amp.
went to speed amp. Yep.
You didn't even heal amp. You should have healed amp here, honestly. Yep, that's one thing that wrong. What's the other thing you did wrong here?
I did also have beat, but I don't know if that would have been a very good use of beat. So
Well, what
is
would you-
that
what
one?
would- well, let's look at their comp. What would you want to use beat for?
That's also a great question.
This is the support mentality, by the way. So when you have a support ult like Transcendence, Beat, Juno ult, oftentimes you're trying to. This is like ult planning and ult, like fight plan tracking. I actually have a video about like ult tracking and fight planning. If you're curious about that, I go a lot more in detail about that, so that can help you sort of start to think about the macro of how you should be using your beat. But in this specific scenario, Venture is using an ult in a somewhat what's the word? Somewhat difficult
Selfish?
spot for us.
Or-
Because it can
no.
kind of cleave all of us in this angle, right?
Mhm.
So I wouldn't be mad if you beated this, personally. But you would have to hit it and like immediately. And another reason why I wouldn't be mad if you did it, for one, shoot, I can't see what perk she picked or they picked. Unfortunate. But
That's the 300% cooldowns one.
did they?
Yeah, you can see it on their HUD.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, so they threw the ammo up here, which is very good. So yeah, beating would have been good here because you would have saved both supports, and we would have killed Venture. It's not. I wouldn't say it's like the perfect beat because technically, because Venture, what's the word, has that perk. Technically, they could go burrow and then just leave, but with us having beat, we should have the health and the resources to chase down wherever they go and to like start running down backline potentially. So like that's one question. There's another reason. There's another mistake you made here, and actually I want you to like really take a look at this engagement. And do you know how ventral works? First of all,
Coming through.
just watch it for a second.
Excavation initiation.
So first of all, how does the damage work? Like how does it actually manifest in the game?
Is it by distance to venture, or is it even all across?
It's even all across. It goes. This
Oh.
is the range, by the way. This is the max range from where they were standing, like right here when they hit it. So it's pretty wide range, pretty long range, right?
Yeah.
But and it does like 130-ish damage or something. What's the main weakness of it?
That it's slow. Like it happens like every half so second. Like
It's a little slow, but I wouldn't say it's its main weakness.
oh, she has to be on the ground. I could have booped
Yeah,
her into the air.
They have to be on the ground, yes.
Hmm.
But also, who else has to be on the ground? It's like Shatter.
Oh, me in
Yep,
order to get hit by it.
yep,
So I could have been like wall riding her.
yep. You could have been wall riding them. Uh,
Hmm.
so so technically speaking, in terms of like a high level Lucio, like you can survive this by wall riding this corner back and forth,
Hmm.
and that makes you immune to the drill dash that's coming on the floor. That makes you immune to the ult. It's just very good for you to do this, and you're
Hmm.
going to avoid the damage, right? Uh,
Hmm.
that's just a micro thing. Also, you just not amp healing there is pretty bad, pretty tough.
Hmm.
Everyone could have used that in this scenario. Um, yeah. So
I
those are a
was
couple things to keep in mind there. So that's some micro that could help us turn this fight in this scenario.
Mhm. I know that I was like heal amping and then I swapped to speed amp while we were trying to get to the venture to like kill her before she was able to kill us. Of course that gamble didn't work, so I think I'll go keep in mind just to go with the safer option being heal amp sometimes.
Well, so when should you speed and when should you heal?
I want to say you want to be on heal most of the time, but speed when you're trying to, I guess, dive or.
It's a
Hmm.
question of can we properly punish them for what they're doing at the current distance that we're at, right?
Hmm.
And I would say that currently speaking, we are very close.
Hmm.
We don't need speed. Our Genji's
Hmm.
behind them. I'm in front of them. Our Reaper's right here, right? We don't need speed. They
Hmm.
should die here.
Hmm.
Having a little bit, maybe you could speed for like half a second, but like we're kind of taking damage here, and this is something that you should look at. Like, oh, everyone's taking damage. We should definitely be heal amping here. So that's one. So
Hmm.
like, yes, speed if we need to close the distance theoretically. Like, I think that you're only really going to be doing that if we are running down the back line. But
Hmm.
keep in mind that the way they're playing, they're the ones taking angles on us right now. They're the ones
Hmm.
pushing in aggressively as far as possible. Why do we need to get in quicker when they're the ones walking into us? Think about it that way,
Hmm.
right? Um, they're actively taking this engagement on it. So because they're taking the engagement, all we need to do is live now. We need to stabilize, live, and dismantle their engagement. So heal amp is by far the better option here. On top of if you're really worried about the distance and the ball, the only thing they can really do is maybe go for a fireball to boop us back.
Hmm.
That's when you just boop the ball. Because if he's coming at you or he's like, notice that he's going for this like this thing right, the what is it, the grapple.
Hmm.
He first of all, he's not even going to be able to get fireball here. Notice how like slow he is. Like there's no one that he's hitting with this, right? He already missed it. But if you were
Right.
really worried about it, you can just boop it.
Hmm.
Uh, so yes, so I think a little bit of I think specifically better play on Lucio could have helped there. Um,
Hmm.
you could if you were really and like at the end of the day, like I said, I wouldn't be mad if you beat that, just straight up. And by the way, even when in terms of heal amp and speed amp, um, when you're beating, by the way,
Hmm.
even then, because notice how in your POV, hold on, I guess he is. Notice how in your POV, when they go for this ult,
Excavation initiation.
we kind of all get hit once, right? If you
Hmm.
beat this, you can actually still heal amp because the way that the beat works is it's over health. It doesn't actually heal them, so they're still missing that health underneath the beat HP. So healing them while the beat is going on is actually still surprisingly a strong strategy in some cases because they're gonna have that health coming out of beat, so they're less worried. Um,
Hmm.
Now I'd say that's slightly more situational because in general you will be speed amping during beat on average, but that's just something to keep in mind. Like if you're beating to sustain, you can just keep the heal.
Hmm.
So yeah, we messed up some macro, or sorry, some micro. They shouldn't have been able to win this because it was 2 people and an immortality that killed us, right? And we just did not press Q.
Right.
Nerf this.
So, oh, you guys there. Wait, how did he die?
Initializing system.
You get chased down by the tracer. Oh, not the proper. I would just say not the proper escape route here. As Genji, if you're not necessarily faster than Tracer, just as a note, the only way that you can outplay mobility-wise and play for survivability is if you're gonna dash away, you should try to dash to high grounds. So like, if he was able to dash, I mean, even dashing here, he should immediately go for the wall climb and try to clear this, probably because the Tracer, a good Tracer player is gonna see like 1 HP, the entire team's dead. I'm gonna try and clean this up. So he ends up just walking back main and he gets punished for it. Just a small thing. So I'm here just trying to force out main. Oh, I woke that up. I'm trolling. My fault, guys. Okay, so the Tracer has full recall here and backed up, which I think their ball is dead too. Yeah, their ball died to bomb. What should we be doing here now? So they're currently doing. So it's kind of scary, right? What should we be doing?
We could go around the side.
Nope.
Or even high ground,
Nope.
since a lot of us do have the proper verticality for that.
I mean, maybe a Genji can, maybe a Reaper can, but like honestly, that's trying too hard. We have defense matrix. All of this, the double damage still means nothing. We just push through it with speed amp.
Yep.
Which what did you amp here? Curious.
I'll turn it up.
It was more of it was a survival amp for Ana, but she didn't even need it. She could have lived without it. I could have just been on normal healing. That's a mistake on my part. I'm probably I'm guessing that like seeing the tracer, I think it was, I just got like a bit scared and was just spamming it, waiting for it to get off cooldown, and
if the
not
ball
really
was still
thinking.
alive and he was set up, I would respect the amp a little more, right? But because the ball is dead and the tracer just got forced out and she blinked away, that's what. Yeah, I agree with you. The amp is a little unnecessary. And so, what was the other use that I was saying for amp against their comp was?
Speeding around, speeding away, or like
S-
speeding to better positions.
speeding towards running down their backline is what I said. Oh wait, is Doom?
Oh.
Is someone typing? Oh, it's Arba. Hello, Arba.
Hello.
How you doing? We're doing a VOD review. Yeah. So like, the other option is running down backline. So because they have no ball, we literally have nothing to worry about in terms of getting stuff on the engagement. So, speed amping right now to run down their backline is the best play I think we have. Because they for some reason they decided to ult this, but we can just like, that's such a terrible LOS because we can walk this way, LOS it entirely, and then walk through with defense matrix. In terms of like how we could properly punish this the best, because now our speed's a little slow. It'd be nice if we were a little faster, but we technically should still get these kills. But it's a little more of a question now because survive a little more. So the tracer comes back. We're dealing with the tracer. This is actually good. So she's forced out. She should die, right? Oh god, what happened? Okay, so Doom dies. Okay, so the ball did come back. So the reason I went for this tracer is because we had just forced recall on her. Just right here, we forced recall on her. She was on tracing her recall. That's what I heard. So now she's stuck with low blinks in her backline. So my thought process was, I'm gonna try and get a killer. She tries to blink back in main, and then they get. Oh wow, he gets bailed out by mines. That's crazy. And then how'd this venture get up here? See, this is what I mean. This team was playing good. Like the Venture just walked up here after getting fully forced out. They're constantly taking angles. It's like, how do you deal with this? Dude, maybe you're right. Maybe we should have had a Reaper up here, like, or at least mid fight, right? Mid fight, a Reaper teleports up here. That's really hard. Really hard to make that call. I like the beat idea here. It's unfortunate. What happened to Doom? So Doom is in this room. Room Florida. Oh, man. Yeah, unfortunately, bit of a bad call on Doom to walk up because he didn't necessarily anticipate the ball coming back as quick as he did. So unfortunate on that, on his. That's part of Ball's whole thing, though. Even though he dies, he comes back. That's a good kill from. How did he get this kill? Oh, he gets slept. Oh, he actually does get slept by Doom. So for that play, he does get a trade. Oh, please get it. Okay. What do you do now? Okay, dash out is fine. Honestly, clutch. What clutch move here? Dash out, immediately blade. Let's see. Wait, did he? He still has sleep, but he doesn't have nade. He used deflect. You should be able to at least force out the Ana here. Shouldn't. You may not kill her because you don't deflect. But you can use the because of like, if I was the Genji player, I would think because of these walls right here, there's a lot of room to like dash up, wall climb, or like go for a slash wall climb, try to dodge a cooldown. And even though you may not kill her, you're probably gonna force her back, and forcing this Ana to not have the LOS while our team is dealing with whatever the hell's going on over here could be a good idea, especially because we just traded supports. The fight is winnable, right? So ulting is not bad in that scenario. It's just a oh, and look at that! And if you went for it, you were actually on top of that already. And you actually get that kill. So if we were coordinated there, we could have definitely clutched this out. Very hard call to make. Just saying that it's there. The option was there. They're chasing me down, but they can't. Nice. Okay, get the Venture there. So now it's just Ball. And the enemy team is walking back to spawn. We traded the Ana. Things to note in these very chaotic situations. What should we be thinking about respawns? How should we think about them? I kind of mentioned one with the ball already because it's really fast, right?
Mobility and yeah.
So realizing who died and when. So so Ana got killed recently on their team. When is she gonna get back?
A while. She doesn't have any mobility, and not to mention the spawn points like on the other side of the map.
Yeah. She's gonna be twirling her gun for a while here. Right. So this means that we have a big opportunity to like force back and take space specifically. And if anything, we should probably be forcing cart the most, and also like denying this when we can. So here you're kind of trying to chase with your. We're getting isolated again. But hopefully you just keep running. Okay, good. Do not take that duel. Very good. So this is another thing, right? Like, it's always a judgment call when it's Tracer Ball, right? I came in here and I noticed you were getting harassed. I came and forced the Tracer recall. But what did I not do?
Use defense matrix, or you
It
did
doesn't
use.
really matter too much. I did not continue to chase her. Even though she's 1 HP, because she still has probably a lot of her blinks. I don't really know how much she has. And if she tries to go for an engagement again, she's dead meat because she doesn't have recall. So that's where this Ball is. Now he's going for an engage. Now we force him out. This is probably the first time the entire map that we actually have proper footing. Like really, every other fight was super chaotic and something we kind of barely won. This Ball is still coming in for us. I decided to go for the judgment call of dealing with this Ana. I think that was the right call.
Nice.
But how do you die?
Oh, I died. Oh,
Let's see what happened. So the Tracer came back, clearly. So does she have recall? She does now. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to see what happens. Okay, so. Yep. bit late on the amp heal, for one.
Mhm.
Number two, unfortunately, I can tell that you were just kind of getting rolled by wall geometry on this map. Very classic. It happens to everyone. Remember, what is Tracer? Tracer has a lot of mobility, right? What's her biggest weakness, though? And I mentioned it earlier.
Verticality.
Yes. In general, that's her biggest weakness. So you as the Lucio, and even the ball too, that you use Lucio should honestly, if you can manage it, you should literally probably be playing like up here, right?
Oh.
Because your aura is going to be hitting your team. You're going to be impossible to touch, and if they try to go for you, you can like go to this high ground. You can like jump across to this high ground, right? You should really be playing the floor is lava against this comp, just in general.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's partly you got caught out, and the Tracer just kind of clipped you.
Mm-hmm.
So the Tracer's kind of just, yoink. So now this Tracer, for the love of God. Oh my God. Okay, wait. How did Doom get so far aggro here? Did he get booped or something? It's kind of on me. I think the more important thing was to protect our Ana here, but I wanted to punish them. A little aggro on the positioning. This is another thing. So like, as for Doom, like my advice to him would be like, yeah, you're playing Granny, so like the worst thing you could do is probably play main, in general. Try to really find your positions where it's hard for Ball to like get Fireball, right? It's hard for Tracer to like just get on top of you, because like, so like this corner is really strong because if you see the ball coming, you can back up on the corner, right? Or if the Tracer comes this way, you can like shoot, or you can rotate out this way, right? So then you could rotate to this room, right? Playing the positions that are super safe is going to help us help you if you're playing support.
Heard, coach.
Yes. And if you're rotating to a position, you can call it, and you'll be like, Crispy, come help me in room, right? Because you know they're going to push you, for example. Very unfortunate. So now we're kind of down on it here.
Nerf this.
Sustain. I think we go for the venture. If we get slammed here, he dies. So we should get out now. Probably get back here. Oh, I live. Very barely. Okay, so on defense again, they finally have defensive advantage, which means it's going to be even harder for us to push now, because they're going to be set up on angles. So let's go back to our fundamentals we talked about on first point. What do we do? What do we think about?
Make sure Ana gets a good angle.
And what's a good angle for us to take?
The main, like, top window, can be really contested and very dangerous for her. So, I mean, but that's like pretty aggressive.
Yeah, this one is weird, I will say. I think this one could take some creativity. I would actually argue that in hindsight, we probably could justify our Ana coming right side, in my opinion. Because you can't get pile drived in these rooms, right? And it's really hard to get swung through. And we can potentially like speed amp. The only thing we really have to worry about is like a venture engage. But notice how we noticed the venture playing top already. It's like, honestly, if we just play here, like the venture, we're kind of already naturally outplaying the venture. Now that being said, there's still counterplay to our rotation. So the venture's playing up here, but if they know we're all or like if we have our backline rotating, the venture may drop in late peak or like late walk behind, and so like when we're vulnerable the most in the rotation right here. So if our Ana walks and they actually manage to hit the slam, and the venture perfectly times this engage, and the Tracer like blinks in here or is like playing on this room, they could still hit us. But the opportunity for them to do so is much tighter, and we have more tools to stuff it because we know when that engagement timing is. So like we can bait the rotation, see the ball walking up, turn back on the venture, then walk, right? So when we're going for these rotations, we have to realize like, yes, they have the mobility. They are going to be taking angles. We have to know where they're going and anticipate. Use your ears. You look around the corner. Really try to like. You have to play very schizophrenic sometimes. Just like they're around this corner, aren't they? Because that's how they're playing. They're around every corner, right? This Tracer's in the middle of everyone, trying to like
60 seconds.
force as much as you can. Because look, the ball is ready for us if we walk in. So I kind of naturally actually force out this Tracer. She died. She does die. That's very good for us. We missed this nano. That's so unfortunate.
Yeah, we missed. Yeah.
And then the mines come out. The moment the mines come out, you have to come back. Although,
Yeah, I got slept there.
just don't
It's
die.
unfortunate.
Yeah, you died.
Nah, I died. Yeah.
So like, if you're gonna go for this play, let's see what. Let's actually look at the micro again. All day.
I have it. Yeah.
So you're like, all right, I'm gonna go for the honor. I honestly don't hate it that much, but what I don't like is her angle here.
Mm-hmm.
From her perspective, this is an easy sleep. I need you to see this. She's ready for this, right? It's really hard for her to miss that. Really hard.
So what would you recommend would be like a good way to, I guess, approach? Because that's like a something I've been trying to fix recently is when I'm wall riding as Lucio, I need to try to make myself harder to hit and being like a bit more unpredictable with my wall riding.
Same
What
advice
would
as
you think
earlier.
would be a good way?
Same advice as earlier. Play higher.
Go up higher?
Yeah. If you manage to take this engagement from like right here, not only is the sleep so much harder, you might actually bait it and just dodge it completely, because you could, instead of pushing in, you could like make her think you're gonna go in. So then you jump in, then you jump across to this cover, right? And then if she sleeps, then you're like, oh no, you're dead meat. And then you like jump to this one, and then you jump to this one, and then you boop her off, right? And then once you boop her off, honestly, just go turn someone else. What is she gonna look at her LOS here? You boop her off to here. What does she have to do? She has to walk this way, right? Just jump back up. And then if she does that, she's probably you could probably shoot 2 shots on this Lucio, right? And then you notice she's coming back. You're like, oh, you want more? Boops again, and then you like turn again, right? So it's sometimes like when you're playing high mobility characters, you're not necessarily trying to go for the kill always, but you're trying to get favorable trades. So that can be positioning, that can be cooldowns, that can be so many things, right? Because even if you decided like, okay, I'm gonna go for this, and I baited sleep. Actually, I don't care about you anymore. I'm gonna go peel my team. You could do that theoretically, right? It may be a little tougher because if you walk back on the main angle, she might shoot you on the way out. That might be a little tougher in this scenario. But just some things to think about. You don't necessarily always have to go for that kill, especially when you're alone. Especially when you're alone, right? Now, if you had your Genji who's like right here, ready to go, honestly, even you getting slept here, it doesn't matter because Genji's gonna kill her, right? That's some of the basics of that in that scenario there. You were put on the spot, so it's hard to do that correctly. Just something to think about. But remember, above all else, protect the president. As long as our Ana is okay. And the only reason that play works is because our Ana was safe, by the way. In the first place. Oh my god, did we kill him? Nope. Oh, dude, how do you die? Be so for real. Let me see. Oh,
Hold on,
it's so
who, me?
bad to die. No,
Oh.
it's so bad to die here. Okay. Both supports. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't duel both supports alone. It's not good. He's also half HP and he's still pushing. And guess what? They have sleep. They got nade coming back, and literally all they really did was use amp and boop. Like maybe you can blade this. Maybe you can blade this, but they're gonna have beat in 2 seconds. You really don't know if they have it or not. They can nano the Lucio. There's so many things that could happen to you, and the timing is just slightly off here. I'm now helping him, and I'm preventing him from dying. Oh my god. Oh no, he just panicked. He just panicked. Poor guy. Anyway, be careful on those solo plays because it's this Tracer who's killing us right now, right? In our team. And if the idea he has of being annoying to the backline, like he can do the exact same thing without actually pushing in. Because he can peek this and be like, are they walking up? No. Alright, who else is here? You have to stay aware. You have to constantly be looking around and looking at what the threats are. Because Tracer, Ball, Venture are constantly going to be trading aggro. The right person to shoot is always changing, right? And now that we're down the Genji, we really have no way to stuff this Tracer. Because look, we stuffed the Tracer for 1 second, but it doesn't matter because the ball comes back in again and she's still in, right? Because we had nothing to mark this.
Here goes
She goes for the pulse, she ends up missing, which is very good for us. We actually sustain the engage,
Excavation
but it doesn't matter because guess what? They have another angle. And this is really the crux of it. This is like, again, Doom Florida not playing safe, because the reason we're so tied up right now and the reason we can't control map space is because we're spending all our resources trying to make sure Doom lives because he's not playing in good positions. And because we're tied up, we don't have any map control. The Tracer was allowed to flank this way. The Venture was allowed to flank this way, because if our Ana was playing like maybe in here, or if she rotated up to this high ground, guess what? Excavation ain't initiated on anything. Okay. Yeah, we're just
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you just got it.
Yeah.
Excavation initiation.
Oh wow, that's 20% like a second.
It was
Jeez.
a big one.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just
Well, no, because we got further, didn't we?
maybe for like 2 seconds. Maybe? Actually, oh yeah, I think I barely survived. Yeah, Doom comes back. I survived for a second. Lucio's dead. Okay, yeah. So, how much farther though is the question.
We got to second point, and we got to the like past that big building.
Okay, so now they mines point. I'm
Yeah.
super split. I need to get back. Okay, ball dies. That's really good. Okay. They. Oh no.
I don't want to talk about that one. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Ugh.
Oh, holy. Holy moly. Oh no. Oh, the situational awareness on this one. I'm just gonna bully you until it doesn't happen, okay?
That's all right.
Okay, we actually get cap. It's certainly nice for us. Everyone should know that this Tracer's here, by the way. Theoretically. This should not be a surprise to anyone.
Mhm.
Oh, he just disappears. Right, because there was a pause and he reset. Okay. I make a slight mistake here by over chasing. Doom needs to, but like when I'm going for that play, Doom again needs the same idea. Play safer spot. Play this room. Play Mega.
Mhm.
Because it's going to be so much harder for them to actually punish us when we're not playing in the open. A lot of responsibility on the support player to make the right position decisions.
Mm-hmm.
So this time I don't make the mistake of chasing the Tracer too far.
30 seconds remaining.
Yeah. I go for the trade on the back line. Wait, why did Doom drop? Did he boot? Oh, he definitely does. Yeah, you can't walk this. You have to stand here. Oh wow.
Yeah, I saw that. I was just like,
nerf this.
Now we have 6 seconds. They only have 2. They really shouldn't be holding this. Come on, guys. Oh yeah, Venture's so survivability with that. Ult misses, but we get the kill. Good, I die. Oh, the goat? The goat? The goat? Okay. We get a little more push. Barely. Ball is still behind us. Ball. Oh, they're also down one right
yeah,
now. I think. Let's see. What did Happy go for here? He's looking to pressure backline. I don't know if that's the right play because Ball was half HP going for an engage here. I think we should have been. Honestly, I think we should have focused on punching this guy. Because the way he looked to disengage is bad, and that's what I recognized here. Because he's looking to leave. It's one thing if he looks to leave this way, completely different than he looks to leave this way. He commits grapple here, which means we have a very split-second decision to punish him for going this way because he will not be able to leave because he used grapple technically. Because I will be able to boop him and body block the door. So very tight decision to make here, but I think Cappy should have looked to like push this ball with me because like I body blocked.
Oh, there's another pause coming up. This was like the second pause. I remember me and I think it was Doom. Yeah, we
Oh,
were talking
yes.
about going into the room over there. I just forgot to. I got distracted with the ball, and I'm pretty sure there was the
Tuck you in.
Tracer maybe that was in the back. No, yeah, maybe.
So
I'm
yes,
not sure.
you forgot, but guess what? It's the same thing I've been talking about all game, right? Which is
Positioning and keeping that in mind. Or
right. What about the position?
I
What about the
taking
position is
angles.
good?
Or
You're not really taking an angle here. What is your angle?
the point and
Kind
just
of,
my
yeah, kind of the point, but there's no one really on it yet, right? But why? So like,
Mhm.
but that's not the reason you're taking this angle, right? Why would you take this?
Oh, map control, because that tunnel over there also leads to the backline, so maybe we can just like try to push them off, just in case there's like a tracer or someone that can come through there.
That is an
They'll
option.
have the threat.
It is an option, yes, but it's not the main reason we're taking this. Think about ball.
Ball. Oh, he can't slam, or well, he can slam, but he can't really.
It's
I
so
mean, he
much
can use
easier
his
for us to
abilities.
stuff a ball engage because we have
Mhm.
Brig, right? So if the only real
Mhm.
option he has is to slam from the front. That's it.
Mhm.
Maybe he can
Hmm.
appear from the side and go for a roll through, but like we have sleep, and this is a long, thin corridor. It's the same thing I talked about earlier. The reason you got slept is the
Mhm.
same reason he's gonna get slept, right?
Hmm.
Um, it's so much easier to stuff the ball engage. It's so much safer, right? Tracer can't really easily take an angle. The only thing she has is this, right? But we see her. Where is she? Yeah, we know where she is. She's right here. Also, what the? Anyway, when you know,
Oh.
Engaging Brig Anna through a doorway is impossible.
yes.
Literally impossible. You're gonna lose every time.
Yeah. So it's a safe position. That's the key because what is the enemy team doing? They're inting relentlessly every
Mhm.
fight. So if you just play safe and play for your life, they're gonna int into you and die. But we're playing in the middle of the open, allowing them to take space. And guess what? Because we're playing here, look, Tracer has an angle. And look what she does. She gets the Brig to half. The Venture comes in on the Brig that's half. The Venture gets a 3-man cleave plus a slam. We're dead. Because no one took this safe position, and by the time it happens, it's way too late. We're not even up.
Complete.
Mhm.
So, in the situations where they're out diving us, they're out tempoing us, we play for that safety, play for our strong backline. Because, realistically speaking, their backline needs to be playing very risky in order to get value on this, right? And if my backline's playing safe, I can play right here. And if their Ana walks up, guess what? She's the one who dies, right? Because I know that my backline's safe. I don't have to peel anymore. I'm free to pressure them back. And so when the Ana can't get a nade on backline, that means our team is not losing so hard, right? Because look, they hit a nade on me because I was forced to peel. The opposite happened, right? It's a cascade effect. So when we start making these good decisions, these fights are going to be a lot easier, and ball's going to be less frustrating to fight against. And honestly, take lessons, guys. If we're playing against comps that are slower and don't take tempo like this is how we probably should be playing because we like dive as a team. Now,
Mhm.
it's just understandable that dealing with dive is a completely different beast when they're hyper aggressing into you. Ooh, good sleep.
Mhm.
But it doesn't matter because it's
Yeah.
this
Mhm.
round is complete.
Score.
I am gonna leave it there because that was
Switching
already a
sides.
lot of VOD review. And I think that was a
Mhm.
lot of good stuff in there. Also, if you really want to cheat some of the defensiveness toward into what they're running because they're lacking a lot of range, all you have to do is put the turret outside of on a LOS, and it's very hard for them to shoot it. Or you can like place the turret as they're like about to engage as well. It's another option. Um,
And not to mention, if we made the Torb pick a bit earlier, we would have been able to get like the perk that allows him to put it on walls and whatnot.
yes, correct.
Mhm.
Cast is another very strong option because when we're talking about dealing with flanks and angles and protecting your backline, the hinder is just another thing to catch them and to prevent them from like relentlessly going for cycles, right? Because if for example, they go without recall, well then if you hit the hinder, like there's no way she can really outplay it, right? She's forced to respect the threat that you have.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you peek the angle early as she's about to like, you know where she's coming from. She peeks the angle, you just headshot her. What's she gonna do? She can't go in now, right?
Mhm.
So it's just small things like that can really, really make the difference. And it happens so quickly that you need to know what you're doing before it happens. You need to be prepared. Imagine the engagement. Other than that, any questions on the spot? Anything that you guys would like to say?
Not particularly.
Okay.
All right.
Arba, anything you'd like to add?
Was this VOD for an individual, or are we just talking about the team in general?
Team play in general. General strategy versus high tempo comps.
Okay. Yeah. What's the spark notes then? That's what I want to add.
Okay.
What's the 3 bullet point recap?
Everyone on the team should have in their mind where their Ana's playing, and where they want the Ana to be, and everyone should be thinking and do everything that we can to figure out where the enemy team is set up, because that's going to dictate how we rotate when we force out the enemy divers, and when we force them out, that's our opportunity to take space. So there's an ebb and flow to how we take map positioning, and if we and for the love of God, do not stand out in the middle of the open and get boop slammed every 3 seconds.
Yes, sir.
Oh, do we have scrims tonight? 7?
If we get enough players. Let's see, we had 3 people react. Or I guess if I can make it. Yeah, I can make it.
I would like to play Ana tonight.
Right, because we had a good interview for it. Yeah, sounds good.
I'll
Yup.
probably play for Lucio or Lifeweaver. Maybe even bit of Brig just to like learn her a bit more. But these are scrims. What rank are the people we're going up against?
What do you mean? Like in the match that we just played?
Well,
Or actually, I'm gonna stop the
Or
recording
no,
anyway.